So very briefly, I'm a faculty advisor at Garranto Academy. I'm also accredited trainer for ISACA, CISA, CISM, CGIT, as Navik put it. I'm also authorized trainer for the Chief Information Security Officer program of the EC Council. Had the opportunity to work within India, outside India, in banking and other software and IT sector. With that brief introduction, since we are a small number, can I have introduction by each of the participants so that it will help? Very briefly, where your what is your current functional responsibility and what you are looking from this takeaway from this session? Very briefly.
Hi, this is Bhupati. Are you hear me?
Yeah, please, Bhupati.
Yeah, actually, I am a project delivery manager in CIC Bank. Currently, I am looking new growth in security platform. So I want to know more detail about that.
Okay.
My role is just project Scrum Master in this bank. Okay. So I want to explore more in cyber security and risk management side. I am waiting for your great help for that area. Definitely. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Bhupati.
Hello, hi, I'm Suresh here. Actually, yeah, I am already attended your course.
Okay.
Garranto, Scrum, and your cyber threat. Okay, already I'm a certified CSM. Currently, I'm working as an InfoSec manager in one of the UK company.
Very good.
I thought some of the new certification I can explore in ISACA. That's why I joined the course.
Very good. You can explore CGIT if you want to grow in your own security management domain. That will be easy, and naturally you will one day you'll reach the CISO role type of a thing.
Okay, great. Yeah, that's why I'm exploring that. So I know you're a very good trainer as well. So
thank you.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
Oh, I'm sorry. Anyone? Please go ahead and introduce yourself.
No problem. So as we progress, also you can take it forward. So what I kept it maybe next to 40 to 45 minutes, if not more than maximum 50 minutes, the current challenges faced by IT, particularly the CIOs, the emerging trends, which is very relevant as we speak. And from a security point of view, threats that whatever happened in the recent past, and how do you manage the risk? Today, it is a risk management. It is a cyber risk management, IT risk management, enterprise risk management. So it's about managing the risk. Risk is inherent. We cannot avoid it, and it's going to be there. How we can mitigate that? That is will be the focus. And we'll share a lot of career opportunities related to this domain. And we'll introduce you to various reskilling, upskilling requirement within Singapore, and Singapore Skill Force identified certain profile, as well as we'll be formally launching the ISACA Garranto online courses for the ISACA certification program. And we'll have an open discussion. We all know the challenges today faced by CIOs, the number one managing the IT, who has a large stake in digital transformation. Competition for talent. You have few people who are competent, but then too many people after them. So that situation, recruiting a top slot is not easy. People who come from the recruitment background, they know filling the CIO position is not that easy. One level down, skill set mismatch. Yesterday, I was maybe a Windows administrator, maybe a network engineer, maybe an internal auditor, maybe IT auditor also. But then my skills is not enough when I get into a new technology. Maintaining hybrid environment. All of us have reached a stage where we have on-prem as well as a cloud as an order of the day. Hybrid is a model we all moved. Cyber crime is the order of the day. Combating cyber criminals, organized or empowered, was state-sponsored in some cases. It's going to be a major challenge for anybody who is connected in this unsecure, public, untrusted network, internet. Technology shortages. There was a report, chip manufacturing went for a toss, or a shortage of chips for the manufacturing of the processor or computers. Technology shortages, burnt out. It's a people who work in IT, they know how long they work, they have to work, and they soon become burnt out. It's again related to skill as well as the competition in the market, driving the change in this digital transformation, change management, people, process, technology, even across the organization is not an easy task, even for CEOs. So with that backdrop, there is one instance, all of us aware of it. There was a major the disruption of business for Amazon somewhere December. Why I took this one, Amazon today, without Amazon, there is no service delivery model. All of us, one form or other, use this Amazon services. It went for a disruption for about 5 to 6 hours. More than 1 or 2 occasions it happened. Disruption of services, IT services. There were several instances of GDPR fines since it started in May 25th May 2018. GDPR, European GDPR, the General Data Protection Regulation Act of the European Union. Amazon was fined very recently, last year, 746 million euro, which is the highest so far. There is also WhatsApp, Facebook. Google was the first one to be fined 50 million euro the day or the next day of the GDPR came into existence. A lot of companies like British Airways also face the GDPR fine. So there is a compliance, growing compliance, data privacy. There is a challenge in IT service delivery, digital transformation. With that backdrop, the trend, the emerging trend from both from technology as well as a risk management perspective, we all know we are into the 4th industrial revolution. It all started. If we say the first industrial revolution is the steam engine, somewhere early 18th century, we saw the electric motors, the mass production of manufacturing sector. The 3rd industrial revolution, the IC integrated chips, PCs, servers, internet. Today, we all pass through what we call as the 4th industrial revolution, where we see the convergence of the physical, digital, and biological spheres. So one can connect any form of data anywhere, take it, collect it, process it, send it across anywhere in the world. Cloud, I wanted to share, all of us are into cloud, one form or other, whether it is Office 365 or a webmail or a SaaS, PaaS, IaaS. So cloud first for many startup companies. So we are all into one form or the other in the cloud, and a NIST reference. So what I wanted to share here is there is a concern cutting across on the security, privacy of the data used. The risk management of the cloud is equally challenging. One area which is taking shape, this what we call as information technology, the operational technology. If you call that Internet of Things or industrial Internet of Things, or the operational technology like a manufacturing sector, energy, power, and all, where you have a lot of automated processes in IT taken over by some of the automated system, also passing through a lot of attacks, a lot of changes in their environment, posing a challenge to those manufacturing. We saw a lot of attacks on the power sector across the globe. From our point of view, we as a professional, from a cyber risk management point of view, we have the risk, new risk, or the risk or the attack vector, changing landscape of the attacks is a challenge. It could be identity theft, data privacy, integrity, availability, confidentiality, maybe the traceability of auditability, accountability, who did what, when, and largely the compliance, which is whether we are in a regulated industry, even if you are not in a regulated industry, but still when you handle the data of some personal information, the Singapore Personal Data Act, like if there is any risk, we need to take care. Strategic risk, skills, knowledge. This is a topic which we'll be spending in next 15-20 minutes more. There is a shortage of skills. One hand, there is a shortage of manpower, but the growing needs also on the other hand. So we'll see that. And environmental risk, since there is a hybrid model, new absorption, We have a new technologies taking a shape, whether it's AI, ML, or blockchain, or a big data. The traditional IT controls, IT audit, IT risk management, IT governance have undergone dramatic change in the recent past. So some threats I wanted to share with you, particularly from a cyber risk management perspective. This is a data from the IT governance blog site. If you look at it for the data for the last year, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, 2021, there is a gradual increase of the number of incidents or the number of data breaches of the record. Particularly the COVID and post-COVID period, there were a lot of targeted attack from a ransomware and phishing attacks. This one is from the World Economic Forum, one kind of a survey they made from the leading cybersecurity professionals. So it talks about what you call as as they perceived, the concern comes from attack, loss of personal data, identity theft. These are ransomware attack. These are the reflection of what is happening and happened in the last 2 to 3 years. A few thoughts about the attack which happened across the industry. One is the capital one. We all know that it had a cloud, and the cloud had a glitch, and they were asked to pay a fine of $80 million by the regulator in US. Bangladesh Swift attack, which is the history in the banking industry. Near about 81 million were siphoned off from the Bangladesh central bank. It went to Manila, went to Egypt, it went to Sri Lanka. It went to many places, but tracing it could not be possible because it's a sophisticated, advanced, persistent threat on the Swift software side. On the other hand, in Singapore, it is an eye opener. The year 2019 saw the major the attack which happened between 2017 and 2018 on the Singapore health services. There was a leakage of personal data, patients' data, including the high-profile Prime Minister of the country. This one on the ship, the maritime industry. We all know Maersk is a leader in moving the goods across the various, globally moving across various ports. It had a major glitch, a major attack, a ransomware attack, Petya ransomware attack in 2017. In fact, not only Maersk, many organizations faced this ransomware attack, WannaCry, Petya in the year 2017. So it's a major billion-dollar issues. There was a loss of services. Blockchain, we all know it's gaining momentum, whether it's a digital currency or moving the banking loan or a smart contract, or even for smart city in places like UAE. It offers a lot of opportunity, but also it has a challenge in the form of attacks, cyber attack, 51% attacks like that. The drones, which is like a flying computers, and it can be attacked. The drones can be there. Other computers, processor, operating system, the communication channel, used for utility and other services can also be attacked. IoT, IIoT, they are on a new trend which is used in many industries. They find a lot of application. But what is a survey by Kaspersky says a lot of IoT breaches are expected or happening, particularly protocol like a telnet, which is an unsecured protocol at the which transmits the communication in a plain text, is prone for attack. Cloud, we saw the Kaisia ransomware attack, which is a SaaS model, a retail software used by many retail shops in US and Canada, had a major attack, ransomware attack. Till they paid the money, they were not able to run their business operation. So with that backdrop, it's only listing a few of the threats. There are many more. With that background, we enter into the cyber risk management. We all know cyber risk management, it is a risk management. End of the day, risk is going to be inherent. This is again from the World Economic Forum. Security is confidentiality, integrity, availability of a digital, non-digital. Then attack is real. When the attack is real, we need to prepare ourselves to bounce back from this any potential attack. Resilience, we call it the continuity, the business continuity, operational resilience. You will have to mitigate the risk. And then whatever left out is called residual risk, which is called risk appetite of the organization. Everybody needs to have that risk appetite, but then it varies between the among the organization within the countries. Regulators also play an important role. Financial sector have a different level of appetite. Other sector, service sector have a different appetite. This one I wanted to share the drivers. We saw many IT pain area for a CIO. The better way of managing the technology domain start with a better architecture aligned with the business and the right technology architecture, and then at the level of data architecture, because today it's a data-driven economy. So it's a new fuel for growth. So data-oriented architecture is the need of the hour. NIST architecture model will help. We all know IT is an enabler of business. To enable the business, you need to have a sound principle in the form of governance, policies, framework, whether it's a NIST framework or a cybersecurity framework of Singapore. So we need to have a principle, policies, a framework supported by a good amount of processes, structure, people. We need an organization structure, people, culture, ethics, behavior, which comes with the professionalism. We deal with resources like information, services, the platform, the business application, the logic part of the application, above all, run by the people, skilled and competent people. This is a COBIT, which is a framework for IT governance, control objective for information and the related technology. It paves the way for enterprise enablers. This is another framework well known in the information security management to give a reasonable assurance. ISO ISMS 27001. This is of late gained momentum last 3 to 4 years. NIST cybersecurity framework has been adopted almost all the nation with some modification, localization across the globe. Since we talked about IT risk, IT service disruption, IT service management, which is enabler for the business. ITIL version 4, it has 34 practices, updated, amended recently. Is also a good choice when we go for a IT service management, whether it is a yesterday technology or today technology. Still, it works on that ITIL framework. With that, we enter into this career opportunity, what it offers. Let us see. There is a study by ISACA State of Cybersecurity 2022. It says 63% of the positions go unfilled in cybersecurity. 62% report that cybersecurity teams are understaffed. Most of the organization, they run with 1 or 2 or 3 resources. This survey was done with the cybersecurity leaders by the ISACA. So this is the outcome. So 1 in 5 say that it takes more than 6 months to find a qualified cybersecurity candidate. So if the word is qualified and cybersecurity professional, in fact, it is a challenge to get the right resources in cybersecurity domain, both qualified, experienced, knowledgeable, and aligned with the business transformation, digital transformation. Budgetary constraints were there, but of late, good amount of investment budgets are recognized by the organization. In Singapore, if you look at the cybersecurity strategy of the Singapore, it believes in building a resilient infrastructure, enabler of a safe cyberspace for all the people, all the players, strengthening the partnership, which is the essence in cyber threat intelligence across the globe. Because somewhere some attack happening, still you can understand if you share that piece of information, so you can strengthen that in the form of partnership, work collaboratively, develop a vibrant cybersecurity ecosystem. Vibrant means there is no attack. If there is an attack, you are able to respond with the operational resilience well built with a robust cyber skilled, talented people. You need a people for this to achieve the cybersecurity strategy of the Singapore. Just adding on the same line, there is you must be aware of the Skill Future Government initiative. A lot of positions they were defined. So just I have taken as relevant to our topic, a security analyst, security manager for a security operations center, vulnerability assessment, penetration tester, You have a lot of the red team, blue team, purple team on the VAPT program. You have a junior to analyst to managing program. Security Operations Center is a new area, new opportunity for career as well as protection of cybersecurity threat management program. Forensics was there. Now it is also gaining a lot of improvement with a lot of tools and technique. With the advanced in the AI ML technique, the forensic investigator role is also gaining momentum. Incident management is a hallmark in any cybersecurity threat management program. You can be an investigator, incident manager, threat analysis, proactively looking for threats within the organization. Threat defense operation, there is a function, and the threat analysis, threat managers are also sought after. Risk analyst, risk managers is a profile, was there, is there, will be there across all the organization. Audit, IT audit is a very old profession. It will continue to be there, whichever digital transformation happening. The career could be junior, senior auditor, audit manager to head of audit, which is reporting independently to maybe a board of directors or an audit committee. Security engineers, architect, enterprise architect, DPO, data protection officer. Ultimately, you can become chief information security officer in case you want to take up that role. With that, we get into skilling, upskilling, which is the need of the hour for anybody over whatever he is in wherever profile. These are some of the programs available, certification, international certification. All these comes from EC Council. This is the blockchain, from a blockchain association. There is a OSCP, Offensive Security Certification Program for people who want to be hardcore hackers, ethical hackers. CISSP is always sought after from ISC2. ISO ISMS lead auditor 27000 is always good for framework implementation for the audit profile. SOC analyst, and then CSO program from EC Council. What we will be focusing today will be more from a ISACA's banner, the flagship course, which is a Certified Information System Auditor, CISA, the Certified Information Security Manager. People like Suresh already qualified. You can take it logically further with a CGIT, certified in the governance of enterprise IT. Governance, risk, compliance, which is a management function. People who have put in a good amount of experience in the process side, technology side, and compliance side, internal side can take up this role. And C risk is for people who are interested in information risk management program. With that backdrop, let us get into what Garranto offers in association with ISACA. Garranto is an accredited training partner with ISACA US. So already we are all aware, Garranto offers CSTM, the 2 days custom developed program, cybersecurity threat management. There is also a new program going to be launched shortly, which is for the Security Operations Center, people who want to take up SOC, CSOC, or Cyber Fusion Center. So you have a profile called CSOC profile, or a 2 days program. And more focused, which is an international accredited certification, is from ISACA's CISA, Certified Information System Auditor. More than 150,000, 160,000 people all over the world. They have a very good career profile, career prospects, and they can also change their career. There is a program which is a CISM, Certified Information Security Program. We are launching it, a 4 days online program. The one people who put in already a good amount of experience want to take up a higher role, senior top management role. CGIT is the best one, which is also a 4 days program. There is an exam, there is a certain criteria to get the certificate, and then they get certified and they can look for a growth career opportunity. Who will do CISA type of a course? Normally, people want to perform how to do an audit, assurance, control, security, take up through the career. It adds a value to their profile. It adds a salary. There is additional compensation. They get it wherever they are. The C risk is risk information, the certified risk information security certification. People who want to take up risk management. CISM, as some of you, so Suresh has done for a career in information security management role. It's a good opportunity. CGIT, as I said, for people who want to take up a C-suite or a board level position. CISA is 5 domains, 4 hours exam, 150 multiple choice question. To pass the exam, we need to secure a scaled score of 450 out of 800. It's a scaled 200 to 800. It's not a 50% or 60%, not like that. It's the raw score is converted into a scaled score between 200 and 800, and then they decide the passing percentage. Cost of the exam fee is for members of the ISACA, $375. You can also take the exam as a non-member, which is $760. More information you'll find in ISACA's website, isaca.org. The CISM, as we discussed, Certified Information Security Manager certification. It has 4 domains, 4 hours exam, 115 multiple choice question. Recently, they revised the exam effective from June 2022. The exam fee structure is for members same as $575 and non-member $760. You will find more information on the isaca.org. The one CGIT is also 4 domain. Governance of enterprise IT, IT resources, benefit realization, risk optimization. It's more value addition to people who manage the IT service delivery, also play the C-suite role. It is more relevant for the people. The fees is $575 for the exam, for non-members $760. You will find more information at isaca.org. Credential CGIT exam. Just I had a look at what it offers. Why should I do whether it is a CISA or a CISM, CGIT at this price, or why should I acquire? You just to check your LinkedIn for the location, Singapore, only Singapore. There are about 571 open positions for CISA within Singapore. If you expand it to APAC region, Asia Pacific, you will get more than 4,000 to 4,500 position opening as per the LinkedIn. If you look at it for the CISM, the Information Security Manager, there are about 471 odd roles in Singapore, within Singapore, very senior level positions. And then for the CGIT, as I said, it's a C-suite level or a top management role. There are about 26 roles within Singapore. Outside Singapore, there are many more opportunities. With that note, I conclude this sharing of the opportunity, career opportunity in cyber risk management in general, and in particular, the CISA, CISM, CGIT offers us for our career growth. Open discussion, open to you all. Any queries, any questions?
Hi, Chandran, Suresh.
Yeah,
so
sorry.
you mentioned the courses are 4 days, right? It's a full day course, right?
Yeah, 4 days, a full day course. Yeah, online course.
The weekend or continuous?
It could be tailored actually, because both are possible. Weekend is scheduled. It can, if required, it can be tailored to the weekdays also.
But the course fee, any idea?
Pardon, Suresh?
Course fee. How much the course fee for CGI?
I think Shriman will be able to
Okay.
The exam fees is it goes to the ISACA. There is one study material kit. Study kit is required. There is a study material, exam voucher. People who want to appear in the exam, without also people can attend. And then our program. I think Shriman will be shortly announcing that. With a combination of self-preparation and with this program, one will be able to clear it in the first stroke. I don't see any challenge in clearing these exams, especially people who have put in some amount of work experience. They'll be able to sail through comfortably. Any queries? No more queries means we are on the final leg. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your participation. Anytime you can reach Garranto, or we will be able to clarify, provide more information on this. It's an internationally recognized certification. It is accepted across the globe, not only regionally, it's globally, it's an accepted. And only few programs which are recognized for the role like IT auditor, which is CISA is the only, to my knowledge, that is a program. With additionally, some people do CISSP, other programs, but the basic they ask CISA.
Well, anyone, if you have some questions, please let us know, or you can also directly message to us.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Can you share the deck
Yes,
for
sure.
the Chandran one?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Is there any practice exam before goes to the actual exam?
Yes, there is a mock test. The way the program is structured is we will have a mock test. There will be a lot of question bank review. There is one review manual, which is a study material. There is a question bank, which we will be doing it mock test. There will be at least 2-3 mock tests. The way it is done in the exam, we'll do that so that we gain the confidence before the actual exam.
Okay.
It's different from the way we had a CSTM. It will be more tightrope walk. There's no gap. It will be within the framework of the curriculum, the domains, 4 or 5 domains, and it will be within that framework only.
Okay. Thank you very much, Chandran.
All the best. Thanks for your time.
Okay, bye.